Book of First John 2 and starting with verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the power abideth forever. Shalom, brothers and sisters in this truth. I'm your brother Mwatu Adawan coming to you again with another lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying to those of you who are tuning in. And tonight I'm going to go into this movie called Cell, and related as it applies to striving in this truth, and bring out some scriptures along with it here. And we're going to take a look at this movie Cell, just basic snippets of it. Lord willing, the YouTube don't copyright it or whatever the case is like that. But there's some parts of it I want to bring out to you, and we're going to go into the scriptures, and then we're going to go and discuss this movie Cell, okay, as it applies to what you see with that first precept, and then the other precepts I'm going to be bringing out. Before we get started, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles from Great Millstone, to you brothers out there that are putting on this truth faithfully, fearlessly, daily, feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom. So, some of you have probably seen this movie, The Cell. Well, actually, it's called Cell with Sam Jackson and John Cusack. And well, I'm going to show you the commercial part of it, and then we're going to go into it, and then I'm going to go right back and read that the precept I started with, and then follow through some other precepts. Okay, so stand by.
Passengers on flight 3598, your gate number has been.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, buddy.
Are you coming home?
Yeah. Soon. Gosh.
It's terrorists, right? It's gotta be terrorists.
Don't use your cell phone.
We're gonna survive this. People are gonna die.
You okay?
They act for the good of the group as a whole. They may be the next stage in human evolution. What's happening now is more than temporary anarchy. It's the start of a war.
I want to wipe him out.
It's a suicide mission. You're gonna die.
I want to see my son.
All right, now I wanted to stop it right there where he said, "I want to see my son." Now, as you can see in the beginning of that movie, okay, from the scenes there that they brought out here, clearly something is wrong. Something is seriously and terribly wrong because the scene started with him at the airport, and then you saw everybody going crazy, start killing each other. And those of you who have seen it, okay, then you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to do any spoilers for most of the people here, but there is going to be a spoiler. Um, so there's something seriously going on because everybody was normal, and then all of a sudden, boom. Now let's apply this to what's going on today. So we see today what's going on right now. We've got these mandates. We've got a lot of this. Um, what is it? The the Edomite Esau is coming out with these mystical and mysterious, you know, invisible things that are plaguing this entire earth. And you see the entire earth is now starting to bow down to this man and whatever he brings out. Okay, they're pulling a Jekyll and Hyde, Mr. Hyde type of routine here on everybody. Let's go back again to that precept that I started out with here. And this is First John 2, verse 15. It says, "Love not the world, neither things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." Now notice that okay, John Cusack's character, what was despite the fact that he sees what is going on, what does he say? He said, "I want to go see my son." And he's being warned, okay? Sam Jackson character is warning him that is not a good idea. You're going to die, okay? That is the same as what the prophets, okay, have been set up to do, is to warn the people of Israel. So John represents, okay, the Israel that we are warning, okay, And Sam Jackson's character represents the prophets, the brothers, the teachers that have been set up by Yahweh Shai to go and warn the tribe of Israel about the great dangers that are around. And even though that they're seeing it, they're absolutely looking to ignore it because why? They still have love for this world. Let's continue. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, meaning he wants to go back to that life, he wants to have that love of his son, and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. Okay? So he's ignoring the danger, ignoring the warning, ignoring the prophecy, ignoring what he's seeing around him right now. Okay? And the world passed away because the world that he knew, it's gone. All right? The people are done. The people are different. Whatever is impacting them has now changed the landscape of the earth that he knew, that he knows of. The city that he was in, which was, I think it was Boston. And the world passeth away in the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the power abideth forever. Okay? So there it is right there in that particular scene right there. So now we're going to go into the book of Revelations here. Because, see, Jake, I'm going to say, well, so what? So what? Y'all out there day in, on the weekend, online, putting out, doom and gloom prophecy, you're talking this and that. But you know what? We have a good life here because when you take a look at it, hey, what Esau brings out to everybody. Esau brings out this whole hand spirit, okay? Whole hand spirit because why? If you're worshiping Caesar Borgia, aka Jesus, okay, what is he? What is the image that they teach you in Christianity? They teach you in Christianity that everybody should be holding hands and join hands together. You can be whatever you want to be, the LGBTQ, whatever the hell it is you want to do, whatever wickedness you want to do, let's just join hand. And this has always been the ploy that Esau has been bringing out from the 60s. This is the reason why, what is today? MLK Day, all right? Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day. Why? Because this is the greatest single coon in modern history that has continued, that actually basically put the icing on the cake, for Jake's. Because basically after the 1960s, Jake has gone down from being just released from slavery to just being just below, basically pretty much you're an animal right now in the state right now, with the exception of the man that's been raised by Yahweh Shai to bring out this truth. Is in the animal state right now. Okay, basically Esau's little pet, because you don't have that sovereignty, that king mentality, that royal mentality to understand that these people, the rest of these people on this earth, are beneath you. The rest of the nations are dog, but Esau is just wicked, and he's just an abased man that has been put on top because this is his kingdom. So you have to understand that you have to understand, okay, the story of Esau and Jacob in order to understand who actually is in charge, okay, and who is going to be in charge in the future. So as long as the rest of the world don't believe that story, or they don't understand that parable or that book, then they would not believe that they're looking at the next kings standing on those three corners and bringing out these epistles every day. See, Jake don't want to continue to be here. So let's go to Revelations 7 and starting with this is Revelation 7 starting with verse 11, and it says, "And all angels stood around about the throne and about the elders and the four beasts, and fell before the throne of their faces and worshipped the power, saying, Amen. Blessing and glory and honor, wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our power forever and ever. Amen. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes? And whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. And we know the Lamb is Yahweh Shai. Therefore are they before the throne of the power, and serve him day and night in his temple, and he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. They shall hunger no more, never thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of water, and the power shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. So as you can see here, there is hope, okay? Despite all of the great things there, that all of the bad things that is going on, I'm going to play the rest of the scene here, okay?
Fella, you okay?
Do not withhold your mercy from us, O Lord, for troubles without number surround us.
May your love and your truth protect us. For here lies the dead, dust of the earth.
Good always conquers evil. I believe that.
Are you coming home? Are you coming home? I just want you to come home.
Johnny's voice.
No, it's not.
I just
You
want you to
know
come
that
home.
is not your son.
I just want you to come
Clay,
home.
no!
So as you can see there, the great tribulation. So in the end, okay, as I read there in Revelations 7, verse 11, okay, there are going to be great tribulations that we're going to go through. Okay, many of us are going to go through. But again, when I talk in First John, when I read the precept in First John 2:15, which talks about not loving the things of this world, is that we have to understand that we are going to be on a very, 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 very tight rope here. Okay, now, Jake, them, they want to continue to be into this world here because why? They've been bamboozled by Caesar Borgia, okay? Esau's politics, Esau's, sorceries, okay? Into joining hands with the heathen nations and especially with the people that are dogs, okay? And this is the reason why you see everybody wants to still stick around with America the Beautiful, okay? They want to continue on in this place because why? They can't understand that what we are experiencing right now has been a warning that's been in a prophecy, okay? And as you can see in John Cusack's case right here, he wanted his character wanted to still go back and cling into the world, even though they've gone through all of that tribulation, which we have gone through slavery, okay, homelessness, persecution. We watch our brothers and sisters get hanged and murdered by this man. Okay, our people are the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. Okay, even though we've been here several centuries. Okay, we are the bottom of the dogs, which are these other nations, these Ammonites and these Moabites and these Hamites that are coming over here, and they're looking down on us. But now we know, and it's really weird that in that movie that they bring out Sam Jackson have a little more of a spiritual sense that he believed that good will conquer evil, which is true. Good will conquer evil. Okay, good will conquer evil. So now let me bring this out here. This is the book of Matthew's. This is book of Matthew's. This is the book of Matthew 7 and down verse 13, and it says, "Enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in to thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." Okay. Now they gave warning. Okay, the character of Sam Jackson and the other two characters was a little boy and a woman. Okay, they understood what was going on, and they understood that they could not follow and go back and to go look for what they left out there in the world. But John Cusack character couldn't see that. And here's what happens, okay, when you actually hear this truth, okay? Because see, the signal came out there right now, and we have this signal out there right now. This signal is saying, come back, be part of this mandate, be part of the new so-called new world order, accept the corragma that is going to be coming to you because that is going to improve your lifestyle and your life, okay? Accept all the abomination that Esau brings out. Just go with it. Why think about it? Just go with it. Okay? And this is what you see in their media daily. This is what you see, this sorcery that's coming out in their movies and their media, the paper. Okay, these wicked people try to come up near you, try to come converse with you. You can't even go to the doggone to the hospital now without them saying asking you that question. Okay, if you bow down, okay, oh, and they think that if you bow down, that would help you heal a lot faster. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, just cancel your doggone medical insurance because it's useless to have it right now. Okay, maybe you can find a doctor that's probably sitting in the cave somewhere or probably operating out of a damn basement in their house. One of those ones who didn't bow to the mandate. Okay, that's your best bet right there. Maybe pay them cash or whatever cases like that, or give them something in exchange. Because right now you can't even go to the so-called doctors right now for anything. Okay, because they're selling that come back and draw back in. But here's what happens when you decide to come out of this truth, okay, and listen to the signal, which is these media messages, okay, and the sorcery and this witchcraft that is drawing people back, okay, here's what happens. The same thing that John Cusack character was fighting initially against because he could not give up the world. Here's what ended up happening. So let's take a look at this.
Are they going to be my friends too?
You bet.
What's the name of the place we're going?
Canada.
Now he's dreaming, okay? He's dreaming this part. But he decided that he would go back into the world for his son.
Walk on through the wind. Walk on through the rain. Though your dreams be lost and gone. Walk on, walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never
And there it is. So he was drawn right back into it. So he became exactly what he was fighting against and what he saw, okay? And the prophets, okay, which was Samuel Jackson character, who warned him about not going back to seek to leave the world behind, he decided to go back. So it's similar to what happened with Lot wife when she turned around and she was watching. She wanted to go back to Sodom and Gomorrah that was being destroyed, even though she was warned by the angel, even though they were warned by the angels not to turn back, meaning go back to that lifestyle. Which why that place was deemed for destruction by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and what happened to us? She turned into a pillow of salt. And so you saw that character right there. He became one of them. So I just wanted to bring this out, very short lesson here today. Hey, just you have to stay in this truth. We have to walk the straight and narrow, and don't listen to the siren and to the noise that's going out there because Esau is going to do whatever it takes. Okay, through his signal and through his sorcery to try to draw back people. Okay, and he's using guys and fringes to actually help expedite that. All right. So I'd like to close up by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles from Great Millstone. Also to you, brothers and sisters out there, Salakia. Also to you, brothers out there that put on the truth faithfully and fearlessly daily, feeding the sheep. And also to you, brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom.